welcome to the Bulb.
The bulb.
A bulb.
I am Dean, Deanster Collectibles.
I'm Josh, Nine Roses TCG, and we got a very special guest today.
I'm Tyler, aka Trainer Roshi,
AKA Uncle Tyler.
if you want.
Yep.
If you want.
You guys are the same age.
Really?
How old are you?
Oh, what's the
33.
year? No.
I'm
92.
94.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
younger.
oh,
What
you're
are
looking
you?
at me. Okay.
94? 95?
I'm 93.
Are you 93? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sequential.
Yeah,
Right here,
so
sequential.
change the order.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
32, 33. Oh, wow.
So 94,
Okay.
90.
Yeah, we're
92.
sequential.
Yeah, we're sequential.
Okay, well, we just found
Get
out
us in the
right
right
now.
order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Okay.
Minted in order.
Tyler, welcome to the pod. This is the 6th episode, and we wanted someone special, and you couldn't make it that one time, but it's okay.
I know.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Sick, and then I had to travel, so.
Okay, yeah, that's okay to travel because it's to get all the goods from other places.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I just realized in my head?
What?
Why Trainer Roshi matches Tyler?
Why does it match Tyler?
Just click for you?
Yeah, I just clicked. Because he wears a shell.
Yes, because I wear a shell. I've got a.
Okay,
Oh, I got these guys.
Just stand on the chair. You have to stand on the chair, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it was because of I collected turtles when I got back into the hobby, and
I like turtles.
I also like Dragon Ball Z and Kami Sennin, aka the Turtle Hermit, aka Master Roshi, loves turtles. He's the Turtle Hermit, and so I thought that would be kind of a unique way to name myself when I got back in. That was a little bit more distinguished than like I love Squirtle, I love Blastoise, or so. And there's a lot of turtles out there.
Were you still kind of thinking about it when we first met? When we first met at 808 Collectibles,
Yeah.
were you kind of like in that process because you were telling me some ideas for your name?
Mhm.
Was that kind of like during that process?
Yeah, it definitely was. Because I the moment that I realized I wanted to collect more than just like Squirtle or Blastoise or those guys was when I walked into a store and I was asking like, hey, like, do you have any more like older Squirtle cards? And the guy was like, like, no, everyone wants Squirtle. And I was like, oh, that's true. Like, I do love Squirtle, but I also love like turtles outside of the TCG. And so I was like, what are other underappreciated turtles in the TCG? There's Turtwig and the Turtwig line. There's Torterra. There's Tortuga, Caracasa. There's a bunch of turtles out there. And so then it was kind of just like a random, like, I think I was making my new Instagram account. I was like, I need a name. And I just, on a whim, was like, what if I just did like Trainer Roshi? And I saw if it was available. It wasn't. So I did the Trainer Roshi. And that's kind of how it came. So I didn't really put too much thinking into it, but it was.
Yeah, it makes sense because you were collecting turtles. I know when you first came to the shop and you're like, hey, do you have like turtles? I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I think I do.
Yeah.
I showed you all the binders, right?
Yeah.
I think you probably found like about at least 10 cards, at least.
Yeah, usually people don't ask for like a living animal. They ask for like a specific
Yeah,
Pokemon.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. That was the first time like someone asked for like just a turtle collector. I had like other collectors, but never specifically turtles.
Yeah. That's why I did it. And I wanted to be agnostic of like Pokemon because I like other stuff. We obviously both love One Piece and stuff. So I just wanted something that even though it wasn't like, it's kind of more Dragon Ball, but it's a little bit more like, if you know it's Dragon Ball, but it could kind of just be this random name that you think my name's Roshi. There's some people who just call me Roshi and they don't even, I think, know what it's from.
Mm-hmm. And I know you collect turtles and everything, but I know you started becoming a vendor this year, which you're collecting for like what, like a few months after you got back? Yeah,
I would say a few months. I mean, I'd always been like with Pokemon. I've played every single Pokemon game since I was a kid, right? Like I was a kid that had the red and blue as a kid, Game Boy Color, I had Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Master SP, like the whole year. So I always played Pokemon and I collected the cards off and on over the years, but it wasn't until like March, February that I was like, oh, like I actually like collecting these cards again. And it wasn't even really like the whole hype that was happening. I just had a friend who was taking his daughters to a show and he was like, do you want to come with? And I was like, oh, this is kind of sick. I love physicals. I did a lot in the digital collectible world, but not in the physical collectible world. And so, and then I really liked people and I got to know you and you were like, yo, just come out to a show. And we did our first show.
It was like what? It was like the first month of meeting you. And
Literally,
I was like, hey man, do you want to do a show?
Yeah, you're like, you want to come meet at Westside? I've got a table. And I was like, oh, like that's kind of sick. I'd do that. And then
I just felt something, dude. Like I think when we were talking, I just felt like, dude, this guy can talk, and like, why is he not vending? Like, why not?
Yeah, yeah, and it was good that you did that because I like found that I really liked it. I got kind of hooked on it when we did that first show because I like to talk to people. I like to see what they're interested in, and so it was a fun way for me to enjoy the cards beyond just what I like to collect and to see what other people like to collect and things like that.
Well, rewind a little bit. So how did you and Dean meet? How was that interaction?
So after I decided like kind of what I wanted to focus on. So what I always tell people when they come to the table for the first time and they're like new to the hobby is I try to tell them to focus on something. If you go to a show without any goal, you just waste money. You're just like, this looks cool, that looks cool, and then you get home and you're like, ugh, I don't really like anything or love anything I have. Maybe you like it all, but you don't like love it. Yeah. And so I was like, I need to like kind of hone in on what really speaks to me. And at the time it was just, I want to collect or see at least as many turtles as I can. And so my first thought process was after going to the show, let me just go to every single shop on island. Because I wasn't somebody who had spent a lot of time playing. I didn't grow up here. Right, my wife was the one who was born and raised here, and I moved here like 5 years ago. And so I wasn't like, I didn't have the same connection that a lot of people here do with like different shops, or maybe they grew up playing Yu-Gi-Oh here or Pokemon or whatever. And so
you have to build a new friendship or relationships with people. Yeah.
I just wanted to go see all the shops that exist and then go into them and see kind of like what the situation was with like their bulk. Because I figured all of the big turtles I can find in display cases, but if I really want to go see all of the kind of niche, unique artwork and cards that are out there, I had to go to the bulk piles, the small binders, the 4-for-1 binders, stuff like that. And so I just went to I was like, all right, today I'm going to go to 3 shops. Went to 3 shops, and the 8-Way Collectibles where Dean was posted up, that was one of the shops that came up. It was close to me. And it's a very intimate setting for anybody who's been there. You can't really go into that shop and not interact with the people who work there.
You have no other option. There's no other option, man. One way or
if you did, it'd be kind of weird if you like picked up a binder and like walked into the corner of the room, turned your back to everybody, and was just like,
no, you're
picking through cards. And so
you're forced to talk to me.
Yeah. So I was like, we were just talking about whatever, and I was in there for like an hour,
we're just
going through every single binder, and we were just chatting, talking story. Anime, people came in, people came out, and then I was like, oh, that was sick, and it helped that it was really close to my house. My house is like 5 minutes from 8-Way Collectibles, so like it was easy for me to like pop in, rip a pack, look for some new cards, stuff like that.
I didn't even have packs, and this guy just brought packs in the shop just to open.
Yeah. Well, you want to open packs. You want to just like
be a part of everyone. Have an audience a little bit.
Exactly. You want someone to see it, commiserate with you, or celebrate. So
I think that was the thing. We all we're all talking to each other.
Yeah.
At the shop, right? Like this whole year.
Yeah.
I felt like it felt like kind of like a bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely had that vibe.
Yeah.
So I would say, to answer your question, April, I think, and April is when I met. Maybe early May is when I met Dean for the first time. Yeah.
So you met Dean. Dean gives you like, hey, come and vend with me. What were you a little excited? You're like, oh, this is what I want to do, or let me just try it out.
I would say I was very interested, and the thing I didn't want to vending spoke to me, but the whole process of figuring out where the shows are, how to apply, like the network of people, right? Because it's when you're kind of on the outside looking in, it's somewhat intimidating because it seems like there's kind of like this big group of people, and they don't necessarily want you in there, or it's hard to tell if they're like open to newcomers. And I had been watching a lot of vendor POV content for a while, actually, which is part of me is why I'm like, I don't know why I didn't get into Pokemon, because I was watching like vendor POV video for like 3 or 4 months before I actually started collecting, just because it was like, I don't know, it was like nice background, like video to watch, right? Like we work on something and you just like watch people come up to a table, buy cards, talk story, whatever. And so when he said like, do you want to come vend? Part of me is kind of like, are you being serious? Because like
he's being serious.
Exactly. I knew he was being serious, but like now having vended a lot, like table space is kind of precious, right? Like if you're trying to sell stuff, and so to ask anybody to come share that table space with you, I think is a really big deal. Like now looking back on it, and so I think it's I was just a little bit like, are you sure? And then I think I went back and I was like, so were you serious about vending with you at Westside? And he's like, yeah, for sure. And so I kind of like felt like I had to keep checking every week to just like double check if that was like something he said on a whim or something he was like serious about.
After when he actually came to the show, I was like, oh wow, it's for real.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. So I was excited. I think I was generally excited, but a little bit uncertain.
And what was your like collection at that time? You know, when you were vending, you know, because you didn't want to bring crazy stuff. I know you were off island, buying as much cool stuff as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I went through like a bit of a ripping phase, as like most people do get into the hobby, right? Like you just kind of, and it's like I think it's a healthy thing to do because you want to like see more cards. You start to build a relationship with them. You understand the different sets. You're not just like somebody who's only looking at one card every set. And so I think that process is kind of, it's like good to like get to know each set, if that makes sense. But I'd say most of my collection was stuff that I honestly had just been like scrolling marketplace. I had been looking for like large collections people don't want anymore. And I had some capital on the side and I was like, I'm just going to make an offer, 80%, whatever it is. And just so I can get something. And then, I also had gone on a trip to mainland, I think in end of May, because I had a bachelor party I was going to, and I went to a card show out there, met some really cool vendors. It was a lot less like confrontational, right? Because I'm not going to take their product and go back to like the same exact show and try to sell it to somebody else. It was kind of bringing stuff back. And so I think I picked a bunch of I had a bunch of tag teams because they were really hot at the time. And I had met a vendor out there who he had an entire display case filled with tag teams. Like literally filled with tag teams. And I walked up to him and I said, hey, I'm just looking for more tags. On island, it's really hot right now. And so, I'm looking to kind of bring some of those back and just kind of add some new supply to the ecosystem. And he was like, oh man, I wish you caught me last week. I had a whole other display case full of tags that I took down to New Jersey Collecticon and I sold like all of them some guy came through, bought everything like at sticker price, didn't negotiate. But he still had a ton left, so I bought a bunch of I did some bulk buys and stuff like that. So I'd say tags, some of like more modern stuff, and then I had some older like mid-era stuff, but I hadn't really found my footing in terms of like my more mid-era like EX era stuff.
Are tags still hot right now?
Yeah,
in today's market.
Tag teams, yes, no. I think because it's so cheap, people are just buying it just because like, oh wow, it's like $10 off. I'm gonna buy it.
Because they've corrected, people are now like, oh, this feels like this got kind of beat down too hard by the like market. And so I think there's a lot of tags that deserve to be worth what they're worth. But there's a lot of tags that just got lifted by the kind of like the rising tide lifts all ships situation. And so I'd say, I don't know, I tend not to have a lot of tags and I don't find people asking me a lot about my tags. But I think they're just kind of back to like normal. Like
it's kind of like megas right now, right? Because like mega is the hot thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was talking to one of our vendor friends that we all know. He had like a PSA 10 Mega Gyarados, but I think he was having trouble moving it a little bit because we were just talking about how everything is focused on megas right now.
Right. Yeah. I know the card you're talking about, and it's one of those like it's like every card is cool at the right price, right? And I think that's like the hard thing. Yeah, at the right price at the right moment, and so that's one of those where I think that PSA 10 Gyarados it has had some high sales. And so you're like, well, I don't really want to buy it for that because I don't know if that's actually the market. Because, you kind of need more data to reinforce like, okay, like more people than just the 2 sales that have happened believe it's now $100 more expensive. And I think that's a tough part. But I do think megas are like pretty popular, right? They're in the game. They're in Legends Elite.
That's true.
There's more new megas coming out. They have the mega attack rares that just came out and Mega Dream, which I think looks super cool.
That one, that set looks beautiful.
I love it. It seems controversial though, which is kind of surprising. Like I was watching the Card Lounge guys, and they were arguing. One of them was like, "I love it," and the other one was like, "I hate it."
What?
What was
the argument of I hate it?
Yeah. What was the argument?
He thought it looked. It was, if you know those guys like Robo Skills and Tri-Spec Jake. Jake loved it. Yeah, shout out. Jake loved it. He was like, I think they're super cool. They're unique. They're very different.
Yeah.
And Robo was saying that they looked almost like, I don't know if it was like too fake or like not as like. I think he was making some kind of arguments that like the original megas had the lettering and stuff more incorporated into like the design of the card.
But this one just focused on the art itself.
But this one, like for me, it's just, I think the contrast is so unique. Like it just pops. When I look at it, I'm like, when I saw that Mega Charizard that's in the Charizard UPC, I want that so bad. Like it kind of has the like Blue Eyes Toon Dragon vibes from like Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day. It's got that kind of like cartoony pops out of the card. So I don't know. I think they're cool. It's like a breath of fresh air for me and like the new set to have something that like is just different, you know.
And also, there's a like the Charizard. We're supposed to have a Charizard in our English set, so that hasn't been released yet.
Oh, because
Yeah.
Mega Dream has the
It has, like,
promo
another- yeah,
Charizard.
something like that. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So it's gonna have a gold, I think, like because Charizard in the Phantasmal Flames is Charizard.
Oh, X. Yeah, Mega
Y.
Charizard X.
Is it
I think
Y or
it's
X?
No, it's X.
No, X. No, Y is coming out, right?
No, Y's gonna come out, but
Yeah,
he's
so,
saying the
yeah.
one in Phantasmal is
Yeah,
Mega
it's
Charizard
X.
X.
It's X.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the gold one will be Y in Ascendant
Oh, interesting. And that's not coming out in Mega Dream.
Yeah.
So, huh.
So I think it's gonna be like a super hot set.
How do you
Yeah.
guys feel
I
about
agree.
the new Lucario?
I've never seen him.
the Mega Attack
I'm
Rare one?
not surprised.
Oh,
The Mega Attack Rare one?
Yeah,
does it look different?
Yeah,
Well, it's got like the same treatment as like the Charizard. You know, like with the lettering
I
and
think
stuff.
I think it's probably ghost fighting. I'm thinking
For the
new Lucario. Mega.
Oh, there's a new Mega.
yeah. There's an
Yeah.
actual new Mega evolution that got leaked.
It's not. So you're not talking about the art in Mega
no,
Dream.
no,
You're
no.
talking
But
about.
that is a beautiful- that
it is
is
a
a-
beautiful
yeah, that's
Lucario.
beautiful.
I have not heard anything about the new Mega.
check out the new Mega Lucario. I'm gonna have
See-
Chester put on the picture.
Right
Breaking
there.
news!
Yeah.
Breaking news! Leaked here.
Right there. Dean is very biased against me. I did not see it. I'm not surprised. Tyler, a big Pokemon fan.
I'm very. Yeah.
Did not-
No, he's
I also did
he's
not see
excused.
it.
He's excused.
Yeah.
No, but I still respect you though.
That's fun.
No, it's a cool. Just check it out later.
All right.
Ghost fighting. I like that.
Yeah, I think it's ghost fight. I don't want to no quote me on
It's like
it.
Marshadow. Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's Marshall.
Yeah.
That's
Marshall's
that's
ghost
That's
fighting.
the broken typing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tyler, we want our viewers to know what is the Pokemon collective that you're in?
Oh yeah. So.
Yeah.
Very quickly after getting in to like collecting and vending, I do not have like a lot of people in my life like day to day that I like that collect with me. So like before this, I used to work kind of more in the digital space, and I have a lot of friends across the world, but no people kind of that live within the islands. And so I was going to a ton of shows, and actually at West Side Show. I met Alan, aka Arcanine Collectives. He was vending across from us. It was his first show as well.
What? I thought he was vending.
It was
before.
his
Dude,
no. It was his first show.
I swear. I thought
Alan
he was-
is somebody you're gonna have to get him on the podcast too, because he's got a really cool story. He's like OG Yu-Gi-Oh days. He opened up his own like gaming shop before. Like he's done a lot of like community building around like the gaming scene, and so he was scheduled to run a show at Bayview Golf Course. We run the shows now twice a month. They're coincide with the night market, and so you can like bring people to the to eat food, and there's craft vendors and all that stuff. But they were doing their first show in June, and then they wanted to like take it more seriously. So Alan was supposed to help run a show in early July, and so he asked me if I wanted to vend. So me and Dean showed up to the very first show. I saw him again at that show, and I realized that there was like not a lot of like Alan just needed help to run it, and so very quickly like Alan, our other friend Zaylen, just started to like kind of come together to help build the show, which was the Bayview show, and we were helping with logistics and signups and stuff like that. We just wanted to help grow it and make it better. And then as we started to hang out more, we realized we all kind of had like a similar, I don't know, like vibe, I guess. And we were all, as we were kind of helping build those bi-monthly or bi-weekly trade nights or the Bayview Night Market, we realized like, hey, like, why don't we all just start to do this together? Because it'll help us book shows. It'll help us fill tables, right? If you want to do the monthly Pro Ridge trade nights, right? Like you have to be able to show up to that every month. But sometimes as a solo person, it's hard to like make sure that you're filling that table. And so we figured if it's the four of us, it'll really help us kind of all focus our efforts on what we want to build. And so that's kind of how it came together. Alan's more of the visionary. So he had just kind of like, he's more designer and stuff like that. So he created the logo. Mm-hmm. He printed out some shirts. We wore the shirts at the Aloha Card Show in September. And then once he started to make the branding, it just kind of became real. Before it was like an idea. And then he put like branding on it. And we were like, oh, wow, like this is actually a good encapsulation of the work we've been doing every month to build the Bayview show. And so we've just kind of been progressing it from there. We don't know exactly where it's going to go. But right now it's me, Alan, Arcanine Collective, Zaylan, which is 149 Collective, and then Jeff, Occasion Collective. So it's the 4 of us. We run the Bayview shows, and then we vend under the Pokemon Collective brand.
I always wanted to ask, like, what are some obstacles maybe or something interesting that people don't know about hosting a show?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good one. I think a lot of people, and honestly, I'd say a lot of vendors probably take it for granted. That it's a lot of work, right? And it's also a lot of when we're borrowing space from these different venues, we're taking away like opportunity for them. So there's a lot of positives, right? Like if we're bringing a lot of people, sure, but if you're just gonna like rent out space and try to or lean on them for kind of requests to kind of use their space, they want to see like positive return because it can also take away from other opportunity. And so just like there's a lot of stress, I guess, as you're balancing a lot of different like needs and desires. You have like the people who own the venue who maybe have certain restrictions or things they don't want you to do. You have the vendors who may have their own expectations of what the show is going to look like. You have the consumers coming in who maybe have their own expectation of what vendors are going to be there and what the space is going to be like, parking and all this stuff. And so it's really like the logistical stuff that you don't really think about. And then like the marketing side. Like, so we don't do a ton of marketing for the Bayview shows just because it's bi-weekly. It's kind of more like building that muscle memory of like it happens every week.
Like a routine that people can go every
like
week.
the same way like the Pro Hit show, right? It's like once a month. Everybody knows it's that same Saturday every month, same Saturday, Sunday. Uncle Tony's Straight Nights that same Friday, and so we're just building that motion in right now. But I think you start to then think about collaborations with local brands and local businesses to help build that kind of exposure for the event.
I do feel like Tuesday is a competitive day. Like think about it. Like it's an off day. People's like, man, I dealt with a shitty Monday. I want to get something. I want to buy something. So shout out Bayview Night Market.
Yeah, it is tough. It is Tuesdays, right? Are tough because like at the same time it's a Tuesday, right? And so sometimes people are like, I'm done. I don't want to do anything. I want to go home and I want to, whatever.
Or they want to go spend money on Tuesday.
But it is nice. Like it's open till 8, right? You get off work 5, come by 6. There's Jolene's is there if you just want to get dinner. There's also all the food trucks. So it's it's kind of like a good like almost like a good like Pahana place. Like if you want to just go meet up with your friends, talk cards, get some drinks. So that's kind of the vibe that we're going for. Similar to like what you see with the Big Javin doing Paradise TCG at the Republic. He's been hosting more of that like fun like not like let's go turn up and get like wasted, but like let's kind of like all get a little tipsy, talk about cards. You're with maybe your friends who in your daily life don't want to talk about nerdy TCG stuff with you, and so this is a place to come like drink and talk about like TCG stuff.
Oh, that's a good concept.
So because I know like my wife doesn't want to hear me talk about the new like Mega Dream set,
right?
Like or One Piece or whatever, right? So it's a good outlet for that, I think.
No, I do think the Bayview is like a really good show because I went there last week with my girlfriend, and then we just it was kind of an excuse for me to buy Pokemon cards, but then there's also like trucks and food that she can try out.
Like crafts sometimes, right?
Yeah, there's some crafts. And then she asked me a random question. She was like, "Why is it on a Tuesday?" Because that's kind of weird. But then, like you said, I was telling her like Saturday and Sunday are like really competitive days.
Yeah.
And you never know, like a random day, you'll, like you said, you build muscle memory, and then people are like, "Oh, like every Tuesday, let's go, check out Bayview for cards."
What am I gonna do today? Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Bayview.
Yeah. And to be honest, like I couldn't tell you why the night market chose Tuesday because it was doing that before we started the card show. Like the Bayview night market seemed to be doing well. I mean, it kicked off in the beginning of the summer, I think, or early this year. And so it was doing really well on Tuesdays, and we just kind of threw on trading cards on top of it. And the trading cards portion has been doing really well. It's not every week as you would expect. Not every week's like, crazy good in terms of attendance, but every other week there's a good amount of people there. There's a good amount of attendance and good vibes, and it's there's only like 9 vendors or so, 9 or 10 vendors, so it's not like crazy big, but yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, I just thought of something actually. Sorry, I'm like really interested in the logistical side of it, but
the nerdy stuff, yeah,
the nerdy stuff. But
just the real numbers.
Yeah.
In the last show, you guys are in the big room, and I noticed that there's still that small room available, and I'm thinking in my head like, wow, there's a lot of room for that show to grow.
Yeah.
So I really want to kind of pick your brain a bit about how do you think the market in shows in particular is going to perform in the future? Because like I heard like the really big shows, they're like what 400, 500 tables. Like can that expand more?
Yeah.
Or like do you think it's still going to be stagnant where just like a few vendors try it out? Do you think it's going to like kind of blow up again later on in the future? What are your kind of thoughts about that?
Yeah, I mean, we think about it a lot, actually.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because I think about it a lot too, just from the like broader market perspective. Like I think Jar Chomp and Oyama, those guys, they had like a podcast maybe a month or two ago, where they were talking about like the sustainability of the like in-person event kind of trade shows, because it's like all of those have already expanded like a ton, right? Every show is bigger than the last one, and now it's like you have not just like all these shows every month, but now you have big shows at the same time every month in different parts of the country. And so rather than like, hey, we have New Jersey Collecticon and everybody from around the country is coming to it, now you might have like a Collecticon in Houston and one in like Pasadena and then one in Seattle, and you're getting those at the same time now. Like even in January, we have PopCon at the same time as a show. There's a big show in Vegas, I think, like a front row maybe in Vegas.
Wow. Yeah.
Same weekend. And PopCon is a big show, right?
Yeah,
it's not
big,
like a Aloha Card Show where it's like, it's big, but it's not big, right? Like there's a lot of guests coming in for this. And so when we think about it, like our just little tiny show over here that is Bayview, right? With like anywhere from like 9 to 20 vendors, depending on if we have that big room. I think a lot about like, sure, we could fill the other room with more vendors, but like, if we just add more vendors, that's not necessarily going to add more consumers. And so we're thinking about the balance of like, if we put too many people in that room, how are we thinking about the type of foot traction we're bringing in on a Tuesday? Would we think about, hey, maybe we do like a Saturday show there if we can get it? Because it's a golf course, right? It's a pretty competitive venue, not just for trading cards, but for like weddings and dinners and birthday parties and grad parties, right? So like, everybody wants to use that space, and so Tuesdays it's available, but on a Saturday it might not be. And so I think there's always going to be people who want to vend, because there's always new people kind of exploring the hobby and want to try out new things, and we're like a pretty friendly environment to come like do your first show. It's pretty low stakes. It's not super intimidating.
Yeah.
But we definitely don't want to like we're not just trying to like get a bunch of money from vendors to like make the show as big as possible, because for us, like, you know, we don't even make money off the show. Like we just cover the expenses for the golf course, and then that's what we're doing every week. So I think it'll continue to be around that size. We might alternate if we get the big room. Like the most we'd ever probably do is like 20, but it's also a conversation with the guys who run the golf course, because we don't really, you know, we're just kind of at their mercy at the end of the day.
Like keeping that relationship with them, right? So
Yeah.
not trying to push any boundaries, trying to make sure we follow the rules.
Yeah.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, if you cut connections, it's hard for you to come back.
100%.
Yeah.
People, especially in Hawaii.
Yo,
Yeah. Oh, it's like my brother, sister, auntie, cousin.
Everyone talks.
Yeah,
Loves to talk gossip. Yeah, we've even had other golf courses actually reach out to us about running a show at their golf course, because they're like, "Hey, we've got this space. Could you guys run a show over here?" But then
over here, what's like the States, dude? Wait.
I mean, I can't tell you who's reached out, but there's been people reaching out. And the things we think about are like parking. Do they have good parking there? Because like, if parking sucks, like the show is gonna suck, because no one wants to like pull up and circle the block for 20 minutes, and then you get all the traffic that forms, and you know, parents with their kids are gonna be like, let's just go to the park, or let's just go get ice cream, or you know, like it's so there's a lot of things you gotta like think about, and you know, and then also you just gotta find a free weekend, because it feels like every weekend is a show these days.
There is, I know. I like thank you for that, because I really like that perspective, because even the upcoming show this Saturday, so we're doing Super Saturday. Shout out Dean for setting it up. But Super on top Saturday. Of that, like when I'm driving to town, there's not only card shows, but there's like a holiday fair going on.
Yeah, NEX.
NEX. There's another Saturday, big Sunday. Show. There's holiday lights. So there's, I think what a lot of people don't realize is just in general, there's life outside of Pokemon. So there's even other events that people have to go to. So
for sure, yeah. I mean, you have been, I guess, you've been vending a lot of shows in different ways, right? Because you help other vendors, but I'm curious, like if you as you go to a lot of shows, have a perspective on the market dynamics of like the in person. Like and you too, Dean, because you've been doing this for like 4 years.
Damn
so like
it.
you've
I
seen,
was
like,
hoping he wasn't going to ask me.
You've seen like the evolution and the ebbs and flows, and I've heard that going back 4 years, Lance's show, that Saturday Sunday show, has been like the gold standard of it. Happens every month. Doesn't matter whether there's a depression or there's a pandemic or whatever, right? Like his show is like it's always there, but other shows come and go, and so I don't know. I'm curious, like if you guys have a take on what you've seen over this year compared to what might have been there before, on like how this feels. Does it feel like it's gonna last, or is it? Yeah, I'm curious.
I think that's well, for the past, I think Dean can talk about, because he's been vending for longer.
Yeah, I've been vending for
Uncle Dean.
years. Yeah.
Uncle Dean.
Uncle Dean in the game, but so what I experienced is back like 4 years ago, people were doing more like some Pokemon cards, some Funkos, comics. So that was basically the trifecta. Oh, and Hot Wheels. Those were like things that people were collecting consistently. There was always someone consistently buying it. Now there was a shift because Pokemon, I don't know what their marketing or IP is doing, but it just printing out some crazy sets, and I think that's what made people kind of want to be interested in it. So there was more printing. So more printing means people are going to open more packs. Opening more packs means that people can actually do some rip openings on their phone. And that's when the iPhone got a little bit more, better and everything. So people can open, get like a tripod or something and open packs. And like, say, oh, I got this, I got that. So that was, I think opening packs was a big thing like 3-4 years ago. Instead of just, it was a big thing.
Yeah.
Like now it's like more vending POVs, but back in the day it was more just ripping.
Yeah.
Like people didn't even care about how much a certain card is unless they really want the card.
Right.
And back in the day, we didn't even go by 80% sometimes. We just go straight trade because we believe in that card. So like I'll be like, oh, I want to trade you with that. They're like the same price. Let's trade. I believe more in that card more than you. So
Interesting.
yeah, it was more kind of straight trade. Yeah, it was the Wild West back in the day, man. Like it was. There's no percentage in buying. Yeah, no, there was for sports, but for Pokemon, a lot of us just did straight trade.
Right. Interesting.
For me, what I'm realizing is now I'm a new vendor, and there's a bunch of new vendors out there. So how are you going to differentiate yourself as a vendor? Because when I'm like walking around, or like if I'm helping out other people, everyone in modern, like ultra modern, everyone has that card. So unless that card is really hot and it's going to fly off the shelves, like how are you going to separate yourself? Is it like Dean's customer service where like he gives you a little extra on the side? Or is it the guy that's...
don't tell my secrets, dude. Dude,
wrong
camera.
Freebies over there.
Or is it like marketing, like goated pools, like he's willing to do a deal where maybe you can get some off the top. You know what I mean? Like, so it's really interesting to see how maybe like what Dean said, it is the Wild Wild West again, because I mean, to be honest, probably some vendors are not going to be there. I might not be there, so I might just like be a grader and then just selling cards to people or something like that. Like
as a casual,
yeah, like a casual person.
Yeah.
But what if the decline is so bad that you can't even be a casual? You're just trying to hopefully that someone collects Pokemon.
Well, yeah. I mean, everyone can be. I think the vending that we just see, so it hits us a bit harder in terms of like the impact of everyone wanting to try it out. But the same way, like some people might want to try grading and then they figure out it's not for them, or some people want to like they love to open packs and love to master set. Like kind of finding what makes you happy with the set, like. Going through the vending process, I think, is something that a lot of people just have to do to see if they like it. And then a lot of people get there and they're like, oh, it's stressful. I have to comp cards. I don't actually like talking to people that much. Like
I'm losing money.
Yeah. Or they're like, wait, people are kind of mean when they want to buy stuff from me. You know? Like they're like they're trying to make me buy their stuff at 100%. I don't have money like that. It's like, so it is not for the faint of heart, but for some people it's like, it is the right move and it helps them enjoy the hobby more. But I think you do just have to do it in order to like, find that out. And I think a lot of people would do it a couple of times and be like, I'd like to do it every once in a while. And maybe we do it with the kids, like for the big shows, because it's a fun event, it's a fun occasion, but we don't want to do it every week because that's like kind of draining.
Yeah.
Tyler is the only guy that did 3 shows in one weekend. Or
He does. Yeah, he does night market. He does like
that one
Tuesday.
weekend where
Yeah,
you
one
did like
weekend.
3 shows.
Yeah.
or
There
something
was I mean, a lot of it's like you get sometimes you have toy links on Thursday. They do trade nights. I've never been to there, but they have good trade nights. Then Friday you get Uncle Tony's. You get I1 Games sometimes Saturday nights. You get the day shows. Taverns got theirs Saturday Sunday now. Like, so there's a lot of if you want to go to a show, there's probably one near you happening. That
Yeah, hey
weekend.
guys, if you feel like you can't find a booth, this guy always vends. So
hit up Pokemon Collective for
Yeah.
debut.
Yes.
No.
We will come pay you money to spend money at your show
Yeah.
because that's what usually happens.
But this brings up like you're like the perfect person to talk about this, and then it's like a topic that's been I think Jar Chomp and the Bulbasaur brought up is even Dean like just mentioned it a little bit, but it's hard to make money as a vendor. So do you think it's actually a cheat code, as they say, to be a vendor? Because I can buy collections at 70-80%, resell it, but then there's actually a lot of people that are just collectors. They just let it sit. And then it appreciates and they can sell it at 80%. Or graders, they buy the vendor, they kind of haggle a little bit, 90%. They grade it, double the money to sell it back to you.
Yeah.
So is it actually better to be a vendor or a collector?
Well, the like unfortunate answer is it depends, right? Like no situation is the same. Everybody's different. Everyone's different people. Like I know people who, we all know people in the hobby who they make their money grading cards. They have places they can sell them to. They have a really good eye. They've spent time doing it. They enjoy doing it. And they make so much more money grading cards and spending their time and effort on identifying cards, grading them, and selling them back in. Whether that's sustainable for the long term is hard to say, right? Like in the up market that we're in, like it's been profitable, but you also end up with, especially with the turnaround times with PSA, you could be sitting on some bricks come 3 months later. But I think for vending, for Jar Chomp and like Oyama, these guys call it a cheat code, but they have like massive social media presences and following. And so like the hard part is like, yeah, you can buy someone's collection at 70-80% maybe, but they have to bring it to you. And like when there's 40 vendors at a show, why would they bring it to you, right? Especially if you've never met that person before. And so like I think that's the hard part people don't understand is like in order for you to earn the right to buy stuff from those people, like you need to give them a reason to want to sell it to you. And so that could be like the experience is better, right? Like maybe they went up to a bunch of different people and like people were like only wanting one card out of their collection, or maybe they were, they just had like bad experiences of people kind of like really like beating them down for like just trying to sell some of their cards. And maybe you gave them like, hey, look, I really only want this one card, but I recognize you're trying to sell all 10. Like I'll make you an offer for all 10. It's going to be a bit lower, but like, and then maybe they're like, wow, that was really good. I'm going to go to them next time because like it's just pain-free, stress-free, like a good experience. And so that's like one way, or it could be you have a big media following, right? And so that's just something you have to think about is like, how are you going to attract that? To your point, stand out and be different.
that's why building like a relationship with your customers is important. I know I have people where, I usually buy at 70, 75, and I have customers say like, oh no, Dean, just do 60, do 65. Or Dean, just do 50. I don't care. Like, okay, you sure? Like, like, because I really care, I want to pay, but they care about me as well.
Right.
That they felt that, I could do better with it. And they know I was going to, like, every time I see a kid, I always want to give something else.
Right. Or like if they want to keep enjoying you as a vendor, like if they milk you as much as they can and you're all of a sudden like not making money and you have to like sell your stuff just to like get by, like that's bad for them because now they don't have their plug. You know what I mean? So they want you as the vendor to survive if they like you. Like I have people who hit me up every time the new Japanese set comes out. Hey, are you gonna get that new Japanese set? I'm good for 2 boxes if you get it. Can you hold it for me? And I have people who like I collect this Pokemon. Can you look out for cards? And so like in doing that, you build really strong relationships with them and they become recurring customers and they look out for you too. Like I did a deal literally yesterday, and at the end, I had a really, really low pop card, and the person there was collecting Snorlaxes. It was a Snorlax Plasma. I want to say Plasma Storm or Plasma Gale.
That's a beautiful. I actually know that card.
It's like I had a PSA 9. It's like pop 32. PSA 10 is like pop 2. It's like you're not gonna see it again. That might be the only one on the island. I don't know. And it was like the comps on it was like there's been 3 sales since July, and it was like 310. 350 and then 610 back in like July, and I was like, look, I'll do last comps for you. It's just 310. And she wanted to trade in, and so I looked through some of the cards. There was 2 slabs that were like good slabs. They're 10s, Celebrations Blastoise and the Giratina V-Star Japanese.
Not bad.
Which are like, they're good cards, right? They're not like random PSA 8 modern cards.
Right.
But I just don't generally deal in those cards as much. I like older stuff. And I was like, I know you want this card. And I honestly didn't even think you were going to buy it because it's like an expensive card. And she was like, no, I need it. So I was like, you know what, give me those two. We worked out a deal. And she was like, at the end, she's like, honestly, I would have paid more. And then she, gave me she had one of their slabs she's going to do in the trade. And she's like, just keep that. Because she was like, I feel like you actually gave me too good of a deal. And I want you to like make good on it, right? And so like you end up with interactions like that. It's someone I've done deals with before. I've treated right. And so that you end up kind of getting a mutually beneficial relationship with some of your customers. Not all of them, but some of them.
Yeah, man. Like sometimes the deal that you give, you feel like you feel like it's too high, but in their mind, you're like, wow, this is a good deal. So it's kind of knowing these social cues with these people, like kind of reading them. You're like, oh yeah, they're willing to buy this price because if they feel like it's too high, they're gonna negotiate.
Yeah.
But even like also like if they're willing to buy it, it doesn't mean it feels good buying it.
Right.
So like in Tyler's case, because she like felt like it was too good of a deal, like I gotta compensate, which that means like she's a good friend. So,
yeah, for sure.
So.
Talking about people spending more than you're supposed to, about One Piece, because people spend a lot on One Piece lately.
One Piece is booming right now.
Yeah, I see Tyler's post, man. He's been opening One Piece.
Tyler came back from Chicago. He's ripping boxes in Chicago.
Dude, all I did in Chicago was
lands in Hawaii, starts ripping boxes in Hawaii.
Tyler, I want you to tell the podcast that I was always saying One Piece as an investment.
You were. I
was preaching it.
Playing One Piece. I think when I came into the store, you're like, my buddy's gonna come by to play One Piece, and I was like, I gotta focus on Pokemon before I start focusing on One Piece. Even though like,
it's like, oh, come on,
the One Piece IP is like my favorite IP of all time, like hands down. I love One Piece, one of the most impactful pieces of media of our generation. But yeah, I now having been through some of the stuff with Pokemon and like actually getting to go through the process of opening One Piece and like spending some more time with it. It's I can't lie. Like I think I'm gonna the bug to play it more is biting me, and then also I think something about like opening them feels better to me than opening Pokemon. Like I love collecting Pokemon, but ripping packs is like a pretty miserable experience these days for me.
It's because it's Bandai. Bandai is known for having booster boxes that have 2 illustration arts in per box. So you're kind of promised 2 arts, right. Not the best ones, but you're gonna get.
But something about it is like you, in terms of, and I know it's not all about the money, right? But like if you were to look at like what you got out of a box, if you rip like an OP13 box, I know some boxes in the past have been different, but OP13 in particular right now, if you rip that box, you're gonna get a good chunk of your money back. You might not get all of it. You might not make money, but I feel like you go open a Phantasmal Flames booster box right now. You might come away with might come away with like $20 worth of cards.
So like 200 to 20, but One Piece would be like, let's say you spend 140, you will probably make like $80 to $100.
Wow, you could,
possibly,
depends, right? Like
depending on the playability.
100%. I mean, there is some variance, right? Because if it's not playable or it goes out of rotation, then like those cards' value can go down. But like, I think there's, you also have a chance at like an ultra rare card that's not like the Gold Charizard. Like you're talking like the manga cards they've really like keyed in on the right amount of rarity so that there's still that chase in there for people to go after. Because those cards are like, I mean, it's not even like 1 per case even, right? Like with like a manga, you're looking like sometimes a couple cases just to try and get like the manga you want. And so you can see that reflected in like the populations of them.
Yeah, most mangas from like earlier this year increased about 30 to 40% more.
That's the scary part, right? Like as I'm getting into it, I'm like, I don't want to put too much money into this right now. I love to death One Piece, and I'm going to collect every single booster box, but I do worry about like people, like there's like the Labubu rotation, there's a lot of Pokemon, like finance bros that are being like, I gotta go invest in One Piece because all these guys are selling their collections and going into One Piece and it's the next big thing. And so I do worry a bit about that, like unsubstantiated, like it's the next big thing hype that's coming into it. But it's been 2 years. It is Bandai's like number 1 right now, right? And so Bandai is incentivized to put all its money behind it. So yeah, I don't know. I'll be continuing to pick it up more and more for sure.
But I hope they do it right because Bandai, just to my knowledge, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard they have a track record of like overprinting and really killing IPs and
Yeah, so I've heard
So-
that too, and as someone who's not like a huge TCG player, so I haven't played Gundam, I haven't played
Digimon. Everyone's forgetting about
Digimon.
Digimon, dude.
But to what I would say to that is that you have to fail to learn, and so the fact that they've
That's
had
true.
bad TCGs before, or maybe less successful, maybe not bad, but means that they hopefully have been able to learn lessons from that versus somebody who's just like doing a TCG for the first time. So I do take some solace in like knowing that is in the case, and I've heard that from people who've been playing, competing in regionals and stuff like that, like they seem to get their like the rewards they put out for winners and like the participation rewards seem to be pretty good from like a player perspective. But
Stamp cards.
Yeah. I've seen one where there's an uncut sheet of all the mangas
Mhm.
of that set. That's crazy.
that was like if you won,
Back in that was OP, or there's OP5 and there's OP9.
it was like last year, I think.
So
There was one
OP9
last year. I
No,
think, too.
OP9
Yeah.
was the one with Shanks, Marshall D. Teach, Buggy, and
The Gold Roger.
yeah, and the other and who's the other one? The fourth one.
Isn't
It's
it Roger?
Buggy. No, I said Buggy. I'm not sure.
Isn't it Roger?
No,
In OP9?
no it's
That's the
Roger. No,
gold
Roger's
Roger.
the fifth one, but there's four.
Oh,
four
use the fourth
emperors.
of the other ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Shanks. Yeah, and Luffy. Why you forgot Luffy, dude?
Oh, Luffy.
He's always in
Anyways, before there's One Piece spoilers. But
Okay.
Oh, yes. There's
Okay.
also, if you're going to get into One Piece, be prepared because there are spoilers.
In the cards, and like the mechanics work with who the character is.
Yeah,
so.
you're
Oh,
like,
that's
why
cool.
does Tashigi have tits?
Yeah.
Or is a man, right?
Or,
No, Tashigi's
or
the-
why does Luffy's effect?
Oh, why is Smoker girl? That's right. Not
Oh
Tashigi's
yeah,
the other
yeah,
one.
yeah.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
that's okay. I'll
It's
hopefully,
like a-
hopefully forget this in the morning.
It's like it's not a big spoiler. There are some big spoilers though that you should watch out for.
That's true. It's okay. I got spoiled like a couple times. They're trying to limit it. I know it's my fault.
Yeah.
But
It didn't help when you have guys like this playing like maybe the biggest spoiler episodes as you walk in to get ready to
I did that on
Yeah.
purpose. Tell them what I did,
Yeah,
Tyler.
he's rage baiting. Like
Tell-
he was playing the Marine Ford episodes. So if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Josh never watched it, but I want to just put it in the background.
Yes.
So no, that's for fun. Yeah. Right now, I'm just like, we're talking a lot, so I'm like losing my voice.
oh, it's okay. Before we get into your display,
Oh yeah.
I got a game.
Oh,
Yeah, let me ask you some
said he
questions.
wasn't prepared and he prepared a game.
Last minute preparation.
Yeah, right now, just in this like last 10 minutes.
He's probably had that game already
No,
prepared. and
I
everyone else
didn't.
has played it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I hope it turns out good. Just edit it out if it's a bad game. It's gonna be about Squirtle mostly.
Oh God, is it
Yeah.
like questions about
Just
Squirtle?
questions about Squirtle.
I guarantee I don't have all the answers for this.
Yeah.
This guy's not Trainer Roshi. This is Jiraiya. over
All
here.
right. So first question is, how many Squirtles were in the
in the
Squirtle
Squirtle squad?
squad?
Okay, count. So
I want to say there was like 5,
I want to
but
say 6. 5 makes sense because it's like
I know,
one
6.
after.
6, but I'm thinking 5 because
Because two,
the
like,
Squirtle, Ash's Squirtle was
It's
maybe
odd.
the middle one, right? It was the leader.
I think you should lock it in.
I would say 5 or 7.
Lock it in.
I'm gonna say 5.
5. You can compete with Dean a little bit.
Yeah,
What do you say, Dean? Do you agree with
Yeah,
Tyler?
see if you're the
or
real Master Roshi. Yeah, the
Okay.
real, the real Master.
I would say 7.
7?
It's like 8, probably.
There is 5.
Let's go!
5.
It makes sense though, like the 2, 2, and 1.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, 7
Where's-
felt like too many.
Yeah.
7's like a horde of
Like
Squirtle.
how would
This is like a little
how
family.
Officer Jenny fit 7 though? Like in the
That's
car,
true.
right? In the
Yeah.
episode.
It's true.
Yeah.
She couldn't.
Um,
I saw we're on everything now is gravy, so I'm not worried about anything.
this is more of a game. It's pretty easy. What level does War Turtle evolve? And then what
Into-
level does Squirtle evolve? So what level does Squirtle evolve into War Turtle, and what level does War Turtle evolve into Blastoise?
Okay, I'll say. Okay, here you can guess, and I'll guess.
I'm pretty sure.
I feel like Dean knows his answer. So
I know. I
tell
feel
me.
like Dean knows his answer too. I feel I was just playing Legends EA, but I picked Charmander instead because I wanted to make a.
Is it the same throughout the games?
I'm pretty
The
sure
level?
all of
Okay.
them are the same. But did they change it?
No, it's the same. It's the same. It's the
It
same.
should be the same.
It's the same.
Alright, what do
I
you think?
think Squirtle is 16, and then 34 maybe for War Turtle, or 30.
For
Or is he the
Blastoise.
same for to go into Blastoise? Is he the 34, 36? I think Charizard's like 36 and Venusaur's like 32. So I'm
I
trying to
know they're all
remember. I'm
different.
trying to remember if Blastoise is the same as Charizard or if he's in the middle. But Venusaur and Bulbasaur are always like less. You would know because Bulbasaur.
All right, what's your final answers for
I'm gonna say 16 and 34. 34 is wrong though.
I think he's correct.
You think he's correct?
Yeah.
I hope it's depending on the game, but it's 16 at 36.
It is 36.
Yeah.
See?
But 34 makes sense, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I was thinking
But
that too.
it felt wrong because I was like 34 doesn't feel like a number that they evolve at. But I'm pretty sure Venusaur is 32 and I'm pretty sure Charizard is 36. So I think it's just Charizard and
I know Charizard is
Blastoise
36.
the
I know
same.
Charizard is 36 for sure. But I
'Cause
did,
it makes sense because Venusaur is always like the outcast. Like in the new Legends EA game, the Venusaur's Mega Stone is like gated behind,
Oh, wow.
like it's gated behind a in-game like event, like thing that happens. Versus the Blastoise and Charizard are available from the beginning. So Venusaur is
You're
just
doing your
kinda
boy
like,
wrong,
yeah.
Dean.
no, that was
He's
good.
just special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Venusaur's
All right,
special.
2 more questions.
Pretty special.
Kind of iffy on these questions, but
that's-
why did Ash's Squirtle leave?
Ooh, that's a good. Hey, that's a good one.
Why did Ash's Squirtle leave?
You know this one. You know this one. It goes back to the first question.
I do not remember this one in the
Okay,
series.
just think about like what would be a cool ending to see, like, bye Squirtle, see you later. What would be like that kind of
He
beautiful?
evolves?
No. Just think about like what would be a cool. Ash doesn't evolve a shit.
I
But
know,
like,
I know,
but,
I know, I know.
but think about what would be a
see,
cool.
Charizard. He evolves Charizard, but yes, the other ones.
So Ash is going to another region, and like what would be a good
Oh,
way
he's
that
gonna go back to like be the police, help police the village with his Squirtle squad.
Close.
Does he become the new sheriff?
Think of another profession. What type of
Oh,
profession?
they're carpenters, right?
no. Other
Sorry. They have the look. They're firemen. They become the firemen for the.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember they have the old timey like Japanese fighter
yeah,
headbands.
in the Orange League, you know, like the orange.
Yeah. I remember now.
Sorry, just
I've seen
funny,
the visual.
like,
Not the
thinking of Squirtle being a
carpenter.
Yes, but
I feel like in that image there's like wood in it somewhere, which is why like in my head I had this like visual.
We,
with,
we
like,
gotta
piece
make that
of
shirt,
wood.
bro. We gotta make that shirt now, like an inside
Just
joke shirt.
I'm gonna make
Just-
him.
just,
Squirtle's a carpenter. You should see his craftsmanship is like unparalleled.
All right, last one is it's a non-shell question, but
I don't know if I like that.
how many water type Pokemon can you name that Ash has caught?
Oh, I'm like the mainline IP. I'm so bad with because I haven't rewatched it since I was a kid.
What about you, Dean? There is 1,
Dean
2,
guaranteed.
3,
He's got
4,
this-
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He's got that
Okay,
stuff
okay.
on in his shop
Okay,
every
so-
day
so
for
I'll-
repeat.
I'll do, okay, so of
Wait,
course,
what about this?
There's
What
Froakie.
about
You-
Tyler?
Tyler, you
says
guess, and
yes,
I'll
and then Dean will guess
I'll
the
assist you.
correct-
I'll
You'll
assist you,
cover
yeah.
me, okay?
All right.
So Squirtle.
Squirtle.
He eventually catches Froakie because obviously Ash
Yeah,
is
then
Greninja.
it turns into Greninja.
Yeah. And then I think he's a Lapras.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
Iconic.
Just
Yeah.
go through each one, like go through like Kanto, Johto, just to make it easier.
Right. You don't. Does he get a Totodile?
Yes, he does have a Totodile. Yeah.
Because he catches like every starter. It's like it's kind of unfair. Does he get a Mudkip?
No, no
Okay.
Mudkip.
That's a mistake.
Yeah, I got it. For third gen is Corfish.
Oh,
Yes, he does have a
yes,
Corfish.
Oh, he's a Kingler. Or
Yes.
the Krabby.
Is that sick?
Yes, I just
Hey,
watched that actually recently.
What was that? So I don't know the fifth generation, but the tadpole Pokemon,
Oh,
the second evolution.
Seismitoad?
No, not Seismitoad. Before Seismitoad,
Palpitoad?
Palpitoad.
Yeah, Palpitoad.
Did he have a Polytoad?
No Polytoad.
He doesn't have a Polytoad?
Oshawott.
I could've sworn he had a
Oshawott.
Polytoad.
He has an Oshawott. I think you're
Um,
missing 2 more.
Do we know the gens on them?
No,
Which
no.
generations there? If they're
My boy, bro, Kingler.
No,
I
you
already
said
said that.
Kingler.
I
Okay,
said that
Kingler.
Krabby
Oh, no,
Kingler.
I never. Okay.
He catches like
One
yeah,
of them has a new card.
in-
Oh, one is in the Unova region. I don't know what gen is that.
You know what? Is that black white?
Is it?
Yeah, it's black white because it's I'm pretty sure.
No, because he has Oshawott and then he had Palpitoad.
Was Oshawott the starter in that?
Yeah.
You
No.
said Oshawott. Oshawott is the.
Yes.
So you got one more.
The fifth generation.
I think this. My generation knowledge is not that good.
It's
don't know.
not Gen 1 to 3.
Yeah, it's not that.
Yeah.
Okay, the next Pokemon is Buizel.
Weasel?
Weasel.
Oh, that's
Buizel.
how you pronounce it.
Beezle. I don't. Honestly, it's controversial. Weasel.
Buizel.
It's
Is
like
that
Rayquaza and Rayquaza. Oh,
Rayquaza.
yeah, Rayquaza and Rayquaza.
It's a. I like Floatzel better because it's easier to pronounce. Floatzel's, I think, the evolved form, right?
I think Dean's waiting if it's right or not.
It's
right,
gotta be right.
it's right.
That's why you said that's how you pronounce it.
because
you said you
because
didn't know.
Yes.
Don
That's why
Don
it's just on there, and you're like, I'm glad you said it.
Don traded it to Ash for the 4th gen.
As you can see, Dean's anime knowledge is top tier, and he is
Yes.
correct.
Yeah, I had no friends.
Photographic memory.
Yeah.
Good. So every time I'm in the shop, Pokemon playing in the background on that screen.
Mm-hmm.
That's how.
Okay, are we missing one more?
No, that's all 10.
That's all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, that's why. Yeah, I could have had more questions, but I thought you were asking a question.
No, I was trying to get a high five because we did it.
Yes. Okay. Now we can do.
Yeah, we can look at Tyler's beautiful showcase.
No, we
Okay,
Make sense
but
out.
before we do it, who is your favorite One Piece character?
No
No spoilers for Josh.
Wait,
though.
One Piece character, and if you had to pick one shell Pokemon,
Okay.
which is probably easy, but
Okay.
Yeah.
No, one shell Pokemon that's not Squirtle, Wartortle, or Blastoise.
that's like all. Okay, okay.
I would probably on the turtle side. I'd probably pick Torkoal. I feel like Torkoal is
that's
like kind of like a.
Yeah.
He's kind of like slept on, and he's usable in the game. He's a tank. He's like a
Torkoal is
basic.
Ash's worst Pokemon.
And he's cool. Like he's just it's a cool concept, right? Like I love the IR he has where he's like
It's
in
smoke.
the pizza oven.
I like his
Oh,
smoke.
yeah.
Yeah, he's like doing the pizza.
Oh
oven
yeah, that
guy.
card is beautiful.
That's super
working.
cool. So I think he's like it's a cool concept. I don't love like
But-
Terminator as much as some of the other ones.
But did you know that I think his Torkoal is actually the worst Pokemon in like a winning battle ratio?
That's-
like they
yeah,
they-
but-
Okay, but what if
Who's that on? Ash.
Oh, it is. It's not Torkoal.
Yeah, but okay. Going on that question real quick, what is Ash's worst Pokemon? Like no ratio.
Oh, just like what you
Yeah,
think is his
just
worst
like-
Pokemon?
Yeah.
I mean,
I would say it's I can say the best is Metapod, but that's
worst is Butterfree because
Yeah.
it leaves and like
Yeah.
dude.
but he is
you know
Butterfree
what?
for like 2
3
seconds.
episodes.
Butterfree,
Yeah.
Metapod is
An
like
episode.
Metapod is one of his best Pokemon, and Butterfree is the worst.
Yeah. I
Say
like
that.
And it's one of the worst because he trades Butterfree. No wonder he left. Right?
Oh,
No,
No, he
Butterfree,
traded-
No, Butterfree. Well,
he traded Butterfree to
he
that.
traded Butterfree, but
Yeah.
then he took him back
Yeah.
because he was like, "No, I don't want to. Like,
I don't want-
I feel bad about it." And then Butterfree went away with his like family to go migrate or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
If it was
I
a-
just watched that.
If it was a vendor, I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh man, 70%,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
It's
get him back. Like,
hose before hose, bro.
Yeah. And
it was a
then-
shiny Butterfree.
Yeah, why not?
That's
yeah.
right. So One Piece character would
Yeah.
be, I mean, the basic answer is like I really like Zoro, but like the more like if I were to go more niche, I really like Fujitora. I think his character
No spoilers for Josh.
is just such a sick character.
Is it related to your shirt at all?
And I mean, this is Zoro's 3 swords embroidered on the shirt. It's like a subtle, but I think Fujitora's got like you don't see him a ton in the anime up to where we're at right now. But he has some like really impactful lines. And so yeah, I've been collecting his cards slowly for One Piece.
His cards were cheap, super cheap at one time. Yeah,
They're still. I mean,
there's like
still pretty cheap.
under like 50
He doesn't have
bucks.
a manga yet, right? I'll lose my shit when he gets one.
Why not get the manga Zoro first?
It's expensive.
Don't
That
you
tri-
have one?
He's got one coming back, right? You said from
Oh.
grading.
Oh no, law. I'm getting law back.
Oh,
Oh,
law.
I thought you said
Okay.
Zoro.
No, I sold it.
Oh, it's Law.
I'm still sad about it. Okay,
It's okay.
but let's talk about this show and tell.
Yeah, what
Okay.
cards did you bring?
Well, I have the one I have out back here is a little bit off theme, I guess. But I don't know. I mean, you'll do a close up of this at some point. So here it is. It's a Trico. It's a 7-Eleven Fair Campaign promo from like 2003. Whoops. And I like a lot of these. I brought this one because I like a lot of this like older like Japanese kind of like half art cards. This one in particular I think is really cool because I sold one of these that I had raw. I might have sold the English version, and I just remember after like as I looked at it and was letting it go, I was like, wow, this card is beautiful. It's Trico standing in the rain, and it's the POV is like almost as if you watch somebody get knocked out in battle in like a movie. And they fall into the side and they're looking up at the person who just like defeated them. it's got that kind of look. So it's kind of like feels like he's like the original Aura farmer, and it's got like a sick swirl that he's looking at with his eye.
It's missing the toothpick, bro.
He's missing the toothpick.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes, if he had the,
Ash's one had the toothpick.
Ash's one did have the toothpick. So anyways, I brought that one just because it's like a little bit different. Something crazy. Not a crazy card. And then down here, I don't know if you want me to take these out.
Yeah, sure.
Should we take them out? Okay.
I'll take out these three first. So these three are one by one. They're all reverse hollows from Expedition. So this is the Bulbasaur Sun God card. This is
Bulbasaur Nika.
the Charmander, like I don't know, like hippie, like flames. I don't know, like I want to say like Coachella or what is that? What is that other festival up in like
Burning
the mountains? Burning Man?
Burning
Yeah,
Man, yeah,
it's
Burning
like the
Man.
Burning Man Charmander, reverse hollow from Expedition, and then this is the.
Should that be the Coachella Bulbasaur? And this
Well,
is
but he's Sun God's easy, so I kind of just Sun God's kind of a better name for it, but we can call him Coachella. And then this is the like. I don't know, like
the
the
EDC,
Moana
the EDC
Squirtle.
Squirtle.
yeah, it's like the Moana Squirtle.
Moana Squirtle,
Yeah,
yeah.
Moana Squirtle. They're all reverse hollows from Expedition. PSA 9s, the population on these in a 10 is like 15, so and they're like stupid expensive. These were all actually Alan's Arcanine collectives. He graded these. It should have been sequential, but somehow the order got messed up, and so it's not.
They do it on purpose, I think. I
it's
know
like-
for a fact.
What
partially sequential.
Yeah.
Like these two are sequential and this one's not. But I saw the Squirtle in his case and I was just like, I need that Squirtle. This is such a cool art. You don't really see the Squirtle looking like this much. The other one I have in here has like a similar, like it just looks different. So anyways, I love these. They're gonna be in my collection forever. So that's those. It started with Squirtle and it kind of grew and now I love all of them. The other three are all still Squirtle themed. I wish there was like cards that I liked from some of the other turtles, but I just haven't seen cool Turtwig or Torterra cards yet. So this one, it wasn't a case, but I took it out because it was sliding. This one was like my first big purchase. Dean was there. I got this off of Golden Polls at West Side Show.
Your first show.
And I was looking, I knew I wanted to do a deal with him, and I was looking for a card that spoke to me, and I looked in his case, and I think, everyone was going for like ponchos and like just all like the kind of cool, like big stuff that people go for, right? Like I think Tony was trading for like a sequential like Mario Luigi poncho set for like $1 bajillion. And I saw this one and I was like, wow, that's a cool card. I've never seen it before. And it kind of sparked my, I guess, taste in cards. And I bought it and decided, I paid a lot for it actually. I paid more than market because I was an idiot. And there was really, it's a low pop. There's low, like the listings were all super high. And then I liked it so much, I went and bought another one. So I could have two, so I can enjoy it more. And so this one though is going to stay in my collection. If you see one in my case, it is another one. And then this is another one that I really like. I actually have the English version of this. This is a Plasma Gale first edition Blastoise. His name in Japanese is Kamaksu. So if you see up there Kamaksu, I don't actually know, like, I think like Kame, because Kame means like turtle, and so I think it's something.
Oh,
to do
Kame
with,
means
like, that.
turtle?
Kame, yeah.
So
That's like Kame
Kamehameha-
Sennin is like. Oh, Kamehameha actually.
It's like
fun
from
fact,
Turtle, yeah.
Kamehameha, I believe the writer of Dragon Ball actually had been to Hawaii and heard of King Kamehameha, and because Kame was in it, like he was able to make it into like Kame Sennin's move. Like it was kind of just like worked out. So I think he actually derived the name from
I think
King
it's true
Kamehameha.
because isn't there like that costume with like the King Kamehameha like hat?
Yeah, I think that's actually where he got that. That name from.
That's cool. I always thought like
Cultural appropriation. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's true. So, anyways, this one, I saw it actually. This is another one. Back when I was early and I was DJing on slabs. I saw it on a Go to Polls stream, and he knew I like turtles, and so he like pulled it out. And so I got the 8.5 of this in English, and I don't know. This is just like I think these like the gold texture on these. It's just like I think it just looks so cool and it's very different. So, anyways, yeah, this one's in the PC. It's not going anywhere. He's kind of got like a 3D like gamey like vibe to him.
Oh, looks like he's from Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, honestly. And then the last one on here
his favorite.
is a McDonald's Squirtle. You've probably seen the Charmander one as well, but this is the Bubblegum Squirtle. It's a PSA 8. I don't want to pay the money for a PSA 10. And this one,
I believe I was there for that.
Yeah, I got it off
Yeah.
of I got it off of Dang at one of the shows. And I knew I needed to have it, and I known that I'd want it for a long time. And this is one of those cards that I should have just bought it the first time I had the chance. And then it just continued to climb in price. So I was happy to have a PSA 8. I could get it for a reasonable price. I traded some stuff into it. It's got a really sick swirl right below Squirtle's
Is he on a bubble?
elbow.
He's
Squirtle's on top of a bubble.
Yeah.
And he's blowing a bubble.
And he's blowing a bubble, surrounded by bubbles.
That's an insane card, actually.
It's just such a cool card. So these are some of like my top favorites. I've got a couple other cool ones at home I didn't bring just because I didn't want to bring too many things. But yeah, so those are my collection.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's a beautiful collection, and I think we'll see your One Piece collection in the future.
I'm working on it. Yeah, I bought my first cards at a show when I was in Michigan.
Nice.
So
Hopefully, I'll start collecting when I catch up with anime.
Okay.
you can start
But
collecting
also-
before then. You can start collecting before then.
That's true. I came back from Japan and I picked up a really cool Blastoise.
Really?
So maybe we'll make a deal on the show.
Yeah. Show me.
Okay.
I hope it's really cool.
So we're
Pressure's on.
and we're ending pretty soon, and you know what we do at the
At
end,
the
Josh? What do we do?
We shoot because shooters always shoot.
Yeah, we
and
shoot.
how do we shoot?
We shoot by packs. We
Rip
shoot by
packs.
opening packs.
Rip all packs. Do you think? Okay, before we get into ripping packs, do you think some packs should be kept sealed, or
Oh, it's a good.
Is
That's
it
a good
straight
question.
rip?
I do. I think that like my counter to everyone's like let people rip it is that they make pack art for a reason. And in this ripping culture, no one looks at the pack arts anymore.
That's true.
And so when you look back on like the OG packs that are kind of lost in a moment in time, like and some of those that have been preserved, like those deserve there should be some that are kept sealed. I think the over financialization of the hobby has meant that more things stay sealed than probably should. But like I'm also of the mind that like you can't really fight like the market forces, and so it is what it is.
Yeah.
And eventually it won't be profitable to hold on to that things, and people will sell them, they'll get ripped, and you know the equilibrium will kind of like find its place again. So
Yeah. And also playability. People still play Pokemon, guys.
it's true.
hot take? Now it's fine.
No, get out of here. Okay, so let's open packs.
All right,
Okay.
let's see what Tyler
What is
goes
this
for
like?
first.
You
He
guys
just picks up the Venusaur first.
Well, there wasn't a
Okay, let's go.
Blastoise out there.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, we have to do that.
I have already started to open this. There's been no funny business. I
Yeah.
just jumped the gun.
He took the gold out.
He took the gold.
You gonna guess the energy?
Electric.
Water.
Fire.
Oh!
Bing!
Do you like one by one, or do you like going to the back already?
Whoa.
Oh,
Is there something there?
yeah.
Honestly, I'm not
Yeah.
like a big pack ripper, but if I'm gonna open up a bunch of them, like I start to.
You want to be time efficient?
Oh, I do like the treatment on these though. I think the Scarlet Violet era reverse hollows look like booty, and I hated them. So
Okay.
I like that they have like a better sheen on it now.
second pack.
All right, guys, get your guesses in.
I thought you said get your game on.
Water again.
I'll do dark.
Steel. Oh, let's go.
Who picked steel, bro?
Yeah,
This
who
is a
picks
run for the
steel?
ages. This is a
Who
run for the
picks steel?
ages.
Bro, you should just go
So
Vegas.
Tyler, when you first got back into the hobby, what is the first packs you were ripping?
Is it surging?
I think I was ripping like some Obsidian Flames, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
Bang. Bang.
Hey,
Oh.
Mega Mawile
Yeah.
I pulled that today.
I did like these the EX, the treatment they did, the texture. I think was
Yeah,
really
they look nice. Yeah.
Playable, Mega Mawile EX.
You can play in the deck, but it's more Kangaskhan.
I mean, it's physically playable. Like,
Fine, yeah, you can play
like,
anything. You can play
I'm like,
anything.
yeah, I know you
basically.
can play anything, but
Well, I don't know if it's like playable. Like
all right, you ready
you
for any?
could.
You ready for any guesses again? What are you guys gonna go?
I'm going electric.
I'm going water. Boom.
Psychic.
Let's
Oh,
go.
electric. Still, I got two though, so I'm first. Let's do a little bit different this time.
Oh.
No.
Oh, sorry. No, I legit thought it was gold.
Get the. No swearing. No swearing. This is a PG.
I don't think that. Ooh, Bulbasaur. That's a beautiful card. You should get that graded in reverse.
I
The
should
reverse should be nice.
Yeah, the reverse one is. Yeah, I like the reverse for the Mega.
See, look, I thought
Bang.
it was gold.
Bang bang.
Meganium.
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 Mega gains. Mega gains.
Can we get like a good pool? I'm gonna get excited.
Oh, you have to
I
guess,
know, I can't
guess
just
one right.
be. Can't be having like me at the thumbnail just always
Water?
excited. I'm going.
I'm doing
I
water.
go psychic.
I'm going
I go psychic.
steel again.
I go
Ooh,
psychic.
Psychic's a good one.
Yeah, psychic.
Oh,
Fire.
fire.
Basic.
All right, we're just gonna go different this time.
Straight from the back.
Holy sh! Nah.
Dang it.
No, that's not what we want anyway. There. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That second slot sometimes has it. Any cool stuff was nice. No, okay.
It's like a random gold card.
I'm looking for. I don't know if there's gonna be random like Squirtle or something in there. A good turtle.
Oh,
I
you
don't think
got
there's any.
You got a lot of playables in there.
Is there any? Is there a Squirtle in this set? Like just a common?
No.
Do you collect all shell like cards, or is it only full art? So-
In theory, all of them, but it's just hard to collect all of them.
Yeah, Shuckle is my favorite turtle.
You ready?
Shuckle.
Shuckle's sick.
let's go.
I'll go
psychic.
I'll
Go
pick
psychic.
fire.
I'm gonna go water.
Oh,
Steel.
What was it?
bro, this.
Oh!
Did we pull that last time?
Helioptile. One of the less exciting IRs.
Pulls.
I'm not gonna lie.
The most-
Helioptile's like
Maybe it's not that underwhelming. Just more underwhelming ones.
the
Organical is more underwhelming. I think.
what I will say is the setting is really cool, right? Like it's like got the same as like the Cleffa, the Jedi Cleffa that's like standing in the.
Oh, that's the first time
water.
I've heard that. Jedi.
It's got the same kind of like vibe.
Like people can match that with their binder. You know.
Yeah, like I know I have people who collect from me who collect the moon cards. They collect any card with a moon in the background.
Okay, that's gonna be
full arts only.
That's gonna be sold on
like
Saturday.
Moonbryon.
Yeah, not Moonbrand though, within reason.
Oh, within within.
Yeah. Oh, water. I was gonna guess water though. So
Okay.
I was gonna guess water as well. Nah, I was gonna guess grass.
Oh,
I thought.
Oh.
I thought
Oh.
we had the. Mega Guard.
Hey, playable. That's a playable, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Everything's playable.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's all playable. All right, give me a Goldie boy.
What do you think about the gold hyper rare? You think that was a good twist, or it's kind of like?
I wish they had. I wish they had gone with the monochromatic rarity that they did black white.
Oh yeah.
I wish they had kept that and they had just done like a purple Gardevoir and like you
Oh,
know
like for
like
the
a
typing.
blue like
Yeah.
Lucario or something. I think that would have been cool. Guesses in
Steel. Let's go
psychic.
steel.
I'm gonna go
Because
psychic,
there's
yeah.
like so much steel.
water to round it out.
Oh.
None of you said fire. Damn. All right, we'll do one by one for this one. Jinx. Onyx.
Onyx.
This is what do you think about this Pokemon?
That's a turtle.
SQ.
It's kind of like
That's a turtle.
What do you
right?
think about
it's
that
just a
Pokemon?
penguin with an ice block on its head that never melts. That's kind of sus. Tangrowth,
Professor Tangrowth
Grumpig,
from the game.
Is
You
there
seen
a
that?
professor?
in the new
Nuzlocke?
like the new Farmville or whatever.
Yeah,
the new,
yeah, Animal Crossing.
Animal
Pokemon.
Crossing like one.
Oh,
Bulbasaur
a reverse.
reverse.
Oh, hey, we
Yeah.
just talked about that.
Oh, Hariyama.
Wait, let's do
All right,
one
well
more.
you got to keep
let's,
this Bulbasaur reverse because that's nice.
Let's do one more. Let's do one more.
Rip until you hit.
Alright,
Rip until you hit.
Starting now.
Get the good mana in there.
last one, bro. We out of time soon. Okay. Last pack magic.
Last pack.
Water.
Magic.
Steel.
Leaf.
You lose.
Oh yeah, Josh got leaf.
You lose. Litleo, Clauncher, Tinkatink, Nickit, Grumpig, Latios, Repel, Bunny
Bang,
Reverse.
bang.
Oh, that's good.
That's cute.
One more.
Ninkata.
Let's go, baby.
Hey,
Hey.
Wally's
Wally,
Compassion.
the worst rival. You're not saying anything.
He's
to
so intimidating. Look at him.
Yeah, I have to bring my Gardevoir out to fight you. But
We're all jumping in excitement.
okay. So yeah, this was a good show. Thanks, Tyler, for coming all
Yes,
the way
Tyler.
from Pearl City.
Thanks for having
To
me.
the
It was really
house.
fun. Thank you for waiting for traffic. By
Yeah.
the way, 7 p.m. traffic in Hawaii. Crazy.
That's
work.
the new 5.
There's
Yeah.
always construction.
Crazy work.
Always construction.
Magical construction, bro.
Nothing gets fixed, but They're always working on it.
Yeah, at least they're working and they're getting paid. So,
yeah. Thank you guys for all your support. Please like and subscribe.
Yep.
Double.
Double
Double
DABU. Oh,
Hey, that's the line.
The
Okay,
logo is sick. Fire
Yeah.
logo. They're gonna make stickers, and you should get them.
and
From
shout out
Deezer.
Pokemon Collective. Follow them.
PKMN.collective at Trainer Roshi, and then Bayview Trade Nights, first and third Tuesdays every month.
Yeah, and Tyler just only does coin flips.
Come get
Cool.
your fix. Or dice rolls. We roll dice.
Dice-
I've got
dice
dice with
roll.
turtles on them, actually.
Okay.
so.
Oh.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
all right. See ya.
Cheers. What's up, guys? It's Tyler here, aka Trainer Roshi from the Pokemon Collective. You can give us a follow at pkmn.collective. We run bi-weekly trade nights at the Bayview Night Market. We also run tons of shows. We'll be at the Republic on Sunday the 21st. If you see this before this upcoming Saturday, December 6th, we'll be there as well with Dean Star Collectibles and crew. But otherwise, you can come check us out every month on the first and third Saturday, or first and third Tuesday. And we'll be posting updates about where we're going to be at, what we've got, and all other kinds of good stuff at our account, once again, on Instagram at pkmn.collective, the Pokemon Collective. Shoots.